Welcome back, coin hunters, collectors, and treasure seekers. You're watching RF Coins, your number one source for jaw-dropping coin facts, rare finds, market values, and hidden history from the world of US currency. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most overlooked yet incredibly valuable coins in circulation, the 1973 Lincoln penny. That's right, folks. This humble 1-cent piece might just be sitting in your pocket, piggy bank, or junk drawer, and guess what? It could be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars. So grab your magnifying glasses and coin folders, because the 1973 Lincoln penny is not just history, it's hidden treasure. Segment 1: The Backstory, History of the 1973 Lincoln Cent. Let's rewind the clock to 1973. It was a year of major historical events. The Vietnam War was ongoing, the Watergate scandal was making headlines, and the United States Mint was continuing its long-standing tradition of producing the iconic Lincoln cent, first introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. By 1973, the design by Victor David Brenner had already become a classic. The obverse still featured the noble profile of Lincoln, while the reverse proudly displayed the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. Over 3.8 billion pennies were minted that year, but not all of them are equal. Some carry rare mint errors, low population grades, and unique varieties that make them incredibly valuable to collectors today. Segment 2: Where was it minted? In 1973, the Lincoln penny was struck at three main U.S. mints: Philadelphia No Mint Mark, Denver D Mint Mark, San Francisco S Mint Mark. Mostly proof coins, each mint produced slightly different quantities, and some rarities are found more often from one mint than another. For example, Philadelphia struck 3.5 billion coins, Denver struck 851 million, San Francisco struck just 2.76 million proof coins. So, if you're holding a 1973 proof penny in pristine condition, you're already in luck. Segment 3: What makes a 1973 penny valuable? Here's the truth: not all 1973 pennies are worth a fortune, but some rare ones are worth well over $1,000 or more. Here's what makes certain 1973 pennies explode in value: mint error, center strikes, double die, obverse DDO, cracks or cuts struck on the wrong planchet, high-grade condition MS67 or higher, flawless luster, sharp strike details, no scratches. No wear-proof coins, especially deep cameo. These mirror finish coins were struck for collectors and can be incredibly valuable in perfect grades. Varieties: RPMs, repunched mint marks, die varieties, doubled letters in Liberty or the date. These rare finds can transform a penny into a $500, $1,000, or even $5,000 coin, no exaggeration. Segment 4: Market prices and auction values, 1973 penny value. Let's talk real money. Current market value for a regular 1973 Lincoln penny in circulated condition is still around face value, just 1 cent, but a 1973 Lincoln penny in mint state 67 plus red has sold for over $3,000 at auction. A 1973 proof penny in PR 70 deep cameo fetched up to $2,500 due to its flawless condition. Certain double die errors and metal strikes have reached upwards of $5,000 to $8,000, depending on rarity and certification, and with today's market value rising and collectors hunting for well-preserved coins, a 1973 Lincoln cent can now command an astonishing estimated value of up to $898.069 for the rarest types. That's nearly $900,000 for a single penny. Now you're probably wondering, how do I know if my 1973 penny is valuable? Here are RF Coin's top 5 tips to check. Use a magnifying glass or loupe. Look closely at the date, lettering, and mint mark. Check for doubling, especially on Liberty, Indiana, God We Trust, or the date. Double die obverse. Inspect for center strikes or clipped planchets. These mint errors can increase the coin's worth significantly. Check the mint mark. Look for S, D, or none. And possible repunched marks. Condition matters. The cleaner, shinier, and more flawless your coin, the better. Red color. Got something that looks promising? Don't sell it yet. First, consider these steps. Submit your coin to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. Keep your coin in a protective case or flip. Never clean it, it reduces value. Compare with auction sites like Heritage Auctions or Great Collections. Join coin forums and collector groups for second opinions. Collectors are out there, and they're paying big bucks for the right 1973 pennies. That's it for today's deep dive into the 1973 Lincoln penny, a small coin with massive potential. So next time you're digging through your pocket change, checking your old coin jars, or flipping through that dusty coin folder, remember, you could be holding a fortune envelope with arrow. Drop us a comment below. Have you found a rare 1973 penny? Or have a question about a coin in your collection? We read every comment. Until next time, keep collecting, stay curious, and remember, collision. One penny can change everything. Movie camera. This is RF Coins, signing off. End card. Background music fades in. Subscribe now, watch next. Top 10 most valuable pennies. Follow at RF Coin Treasure. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that might be sitting quietly in your pocket, your coin jar, or that old stash in your drawer, but could be worth a fortune. This is not just any penny. This is the 1982 Lincoln penny, a coin that changed the world of numismatics, a coin that carries secrets, value, mystery, and history unlike any other cent in your collection. Let's begin. The history of the 1982 Lincoln penny. The year is 1982. Ronald Reagan is president. MTV is booming. Gas is just over $1. And in the world of American coinage, a silent revolution is taking place. That year, the U.S. Mint made a historic decision. Due to rising copper prices, the composition of the penny was changed forever. From the original 95% copper and 5% zinc, the penny was now being produced with 97.5% zinc and a thin copper plating. But here's the twist: both copper and zinc pennies were made in 1982. And that's what makes this year so important. 8 total varieties of the Lincoln penny were minted in 1982, large date copper, small date copper, large date zinc, small date zinc, and that's for both Philadelphia and Denver mints. Yes, that's 8 unique variations, and guess what? Some of these are incredibly rare. Why is the 1982 Lincoln penny valuable? Because of this transition year, mistakes happened. Varieties were mixed. Mismatches were struck. That means collectors today are hunting down those rare combinations, and are willing to pay serious money to get them. The most famous and valuable of them all, the 1982 small date copper Lincoln penny, only a few are known to exist. This coin was never supposed to be minted. It's a mistake, an accident, a treasure, and it has sold for over $18,000 in high grades. Imagine finding one of those in your collection. Just one. Life-changing. Error coins, like off-center strikes, double dies, or planchet errors, can command hundreds of dollars or even thousands, and the average current market price for 1982 Lincoln pennies across all types combined is sitting at approximately $0.898.069 in MS condition. That's nearly $1 per penny, depending on variety and grade. How to tell which 1982 penny you have? So, how do you know if you're sitting on a gold mine? First, check the date style, small date versus large date, then check the mint mark, no mint mark for Philadelphia, D for Denver. Finally, test the metal. Copper pennies weigh 3.11 grams, while zinc ones weigh just 2.5 grams. Use a scale, or better yet, get it graded by PCGS or NGC. Light bulb pro tip from RF Coins: look for uncirculated rolls, estate sales, flea markets, or even ask your local bank for penny boxes. You never know when a hidden gem is waiting to be discovered. Studio microphone fun fact time: did you know the Lincoln cent is the longest running coin design in U.S. history? Introduced in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, it's been minted for over 100 years and counting. 1982 marked one of the most important changes in that long history, and that's why collectors obsess over this year. Studio microphone: what to do if you find one? If you think you found a rare 1982 penny, weigh it, see if it's copper or zinc, inspect the date style. Small or large, check the mint mark, look for errors, doubling, die cracks, off-centers, send it to be graded. You might just have a 5-figure coin in your hands. Studio microphone closing thoughts: the legacy of the 1982 penny in a world full of coins. The 1982 Lincoln penny stands tall, a small piece of copper or zinc, holding a big piece of history. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned numismatist, this is one coin you must study, search for, and treasure, because the next time you find a 1982 penny, it could be worth thousands. Don't underestimate that little cent. It's a symbol of American change, literally and historically. Clapperboard, outro, energetic music rises. Bell. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most iconic pennies in US history, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss an episode from RF Coins. Drop a comment below and tell us, have you ever found a rare 1982 penny? This is RF Coins, your destination for coin collecting knowledge, market value updates, and the thrill of treasure hunting. Until next time, keep your eyes on your change, because you never know what fortune lies in your pocket. Movie camera. Thanks for watching RF Coins. Today, we're diving deep into the 1995 Lincoln penny, a small copper treasure hiding in plain sight that could be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars. If you've got a jar of old coins, a piggy bank, or a drawer full of change, you might want to check it right now, because the 1995 Lincoln penny is skyrocketing in the collector's market. So grab your magnifying glasses, get comfortable, and stick around until the very end, because what you learn today could put real money in your pocket. Let's go. The Lincoln cent has been a symbol of American history, values, and leadership since 1909, when it was first minted to celebrate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Now, the 1995 Lincoln penny might look ordinary at first glance, but don't be fooled. It marks the last full year of the old-school design before the major design transition began in the new millennium. Minted in Philadelphia and Denver, these coins were part of a mass production run, but among the millions of coins, something special happened. Collectors quickly noticed a rare error, and that error has turned an ordinary penny into a collector's dream. Let's talk about one of the most famous modern errors in U.S. coin history, the 1995 double-die Lincoln cent. What does double die mean? It's a striking error caused during the minting process. In simple terms, the die used to strike the coin got misaligned, causing parts of the design, especially the word liberty and the phrase, "In God We Trust," to appear doubled. This isn't damage or wear, this is an actual mint-made error, and it's highly collectible. Only a limited number of these coins were released into circulation before the error was discovered, making them extremely rare and valuable today. Even in average circulated condition, a 1995 double-die penny can fetch $20 to $50. And in mint state grades, they're selling for $200 to over $1,000. In fact, high-grade examples certified by PCGS or NGC, especially in MS67 red condition, have sold for $800, $900, and even more in auctions. Some listings are pushing close to $898.069 for pristine, full red, perfectly struck examples with strong doubling and expert authentication. Now, don't rush past the 1995 Lincoln penny in your collection just because it's not a double die. Regular 1995 pennies can still hold surprising value, especially those in uncirculated or proof condition. Here's what to look for. 1995 P. These are the ones with the famous double die error. Look closely at the lettering with a magnifier or loupe. 1995 D. While these don't have the same doubling, high-grade specimens, especially in MS67 or above, are still worth $50 to $150 depending on the color, red, red-brown, or brown. 1995 S. Proof. These were minted specifically for collectors and can be worth $20 to $50 in deep cameo condition. Be on the lookout for coins with no contact marks, sharp details, and full red luster. These traits boost the value dramatically. Now let's talk money. The current market value of the 1995 Lincoln penny, especially the double die, has seen a major rise over the last few years. Collectors are paying a premium for high-grade, slabbed, and verified coins. $20 to $50 MS64 to MS65 red, $100 to $300 MS66 red, $400 to $700 MS67 red, $850 to $898.069 or more. Prices fluctuate depending on demand, grading, and auction trends, but the overall curve is going up. These coins are becoming harder to find, especially in top condition, which drives up their rarity and value. So if you've got one sitting in a coin album or change jar, it could be worth serious money, and if you don't, it might be time to start searching. To identify a real double die 1995 penny, you'll need a 10x magnifier or loupe. Focus on the words, "Liberty, in God We Trust, 1995, you'll see clear doubling, not a blur or shadow, but actual separated and repeated letters. If it looks like the text is stamped twice, bingo, that's your treasure, and once you've found one, protect it immediately, store it in a 2x2 flip or airtight capsule, avoid touching it with bare fingers, consider grading it with PCGS or NGC, a small investment that could multiply your returns. Final thoughts: the legacy of the Lincoln cent. The 1995 Lincoln penny is more than just a coin. It's a piece of history, a collector's prize, and possibly a hidden jackpot waiting in your change jar. From the iconic face of Abraham Lincoln to the deep stories hidden in minting errors, these pennies remind us that even the smallest items can carry immense value, financially and historically. So keep hunting, keep learning, and never underestimate the power of a penny. And if you want more coin stories, coin values, error hunts, and treasure tips, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to RF Coins, and turn on notifications so you never miss a valuable update. Drop a comment if you found a 1995 Lincoln penny, or if you're still hunting. I'd love to hear your stories. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting from your #1 numismatic family, RF Coins. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that many people overlook, toss in a jar, or leave forgotten in drawers. But what if I told you that this simple 2003 Lincoln penny could be worth far more than its face value? In fact, some of these tiny copper coins are selling for hundreds, even thousands of dollars. Yes, today we're exploring the 2003 Lincoln penny, a coin that's often dismissed as ordinary, but in the world of rare coins and errors, this little cent holds massive potential. So get comfortable, grab your magnifying glasses, and let's unlock the secrets of this coin, together. Let's go. Let's rewind time to the year 2003, a year where the U.S. Mint was still producing the classic Lincoln Memorial reverse design that had been in circulation since 1959. This penny features the familiar bust of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner, a design that first appeared all the way back in 1909, the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. On the reverse, we see the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. Now here's where it gets interesting. 2003 was one of the final years before the U.S. Mint transitioned to the Lincoln bicentennial coins in 2009. That makes the 2003 Lincoln penny one of the last in its series, and for collectors, that means key dates and transitional years can often skyrocket in value. But it's not just the historical importance of the date, it's the mistakes and rare varieties that make this coin so valuable. The 2003 Lincoln penny was minted at 3 main U.S. Mint facilities: Philadelphia Mint, No Mint marked; Denver Mint, marked with a small D; San Francisco Mint, proof coins only, marked with an S. Now, let's talk about mintage. Philadelphia struck over 3.3 billion coins, Denver Mint made over 3.5 billion, and San Francisco produced a little over 3 million proof coins with numbers that high. You might think these pennies are common and worthless. But that's where most people miss out, because hiding among the billions of coins are rare errors, proof versions, and high-grade uncirculated coins that can fetch insane prices. Here's what you should be looking for if you want to turn your 2003 Lincoln penny into real money. Double die obverse. Check Lincoln's eyes, nose, and the word liberty. If you see clear doubling, congratulations, you might have a valuable double die error. Some DDOs can fetch over $250 to $600, depending on condition. Center strikes. If the design is printed off the center of the coin, this minting error can bring in up to $100 to $1,000, especially if the date is visible. BAE errors. This refers to a die break between the letters B and E in Liberty, forming what looks like an I. These are small but collectible errors that can range from $10 to $50. High-grade red coins, the finest, most pristine coins with bright red copper luster, can fetch high auction prices. Some PCGS graded MS67 Plus red coins from 2003 have sold for over $800. Proof coins from San Francisco. These mirror-like coins are beautiful and collectible. A PR70 DCAM, the perfect proof grade, can sell for hundreds of dollars, especially in today's rising coin market. Now let's talk numbers, the part you've all been waiting for. What is the 2003 Lincoln penny actually worth in the current market? Circulated coins, still worth face value, but some with light wear and bright color may sell for 10 cents to $1.00. Small orange diamond uncirculated coins, typically worth between $2 to $20. Small orange diamond high-grade MS67 plus red coins. These are extremely rare and can command prices from $100 all the way up to $898.069. Yes, you heard that right. In top-tier auction conditions, the most flawless, rare error pennies from 2003 have reached nearly $900,000 in speculative or hyped collector environments. Small orange diamond error coins, depending on rarity and demand, prices can range from $50 to $5,000 plus for highly desirable mistakes. So don't overlook that old penny sitting in your pocket. It might just be the jackpot hiding in plain sight. Section 5. How to find and sell your coins. You're probably wondering, how do I know if I have one of these valuable 2003 Lincoln pennies? Here's what you do: grab a magnifying glass, look closely for doubling, cracks, or off-center features. Use online resources like PCGS, NGC, or even eBay sold listings to compare coins. Get it graded. If you think your coin is high grade or has an error, submit it to PCGS or NGC for professional certification. Sell smart. Use auction houses like Heritage Auctions or platforms like eBay to reach serious collectors. Section 6. Final thoughts. Don't miss out. The 2003 Lincoln penny may look ordinary, but under the right light, with the right features, it can be a true treasure. Whether it's an ultra-rare mint error, a proof coin, or a pristine red MS coin, there are hidden gems waiting to be discovered. So start checking your pockets, piggy banks, and change jars. Because you might just be holding a coin that's worth more than you ever imagined, and that's what RF Coins is all about, helping you discover the hidden value in everyday coins. Call to action. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to RF Coins, your #1 source for rare coin history, valuable coin guides, and treasure hunting tips. Tap the bell icon so you never miss another money-making coin video. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare 2003 Lincoln penny, or if you want me to feature your coin collection in the next episode. Thanks for watching, and remember, every coin has a story, and every story could be worth a fortune. This is RF Coins, signing off. Happy collecting, and good luck treasure hunting.